Okay, now we're going to add some B-roll in to match the markers that we've already laid down. As I was looking at this, I realized though that I did forget to put one marker in, or actually I put one marker in the wrong place. And you'll notice in the timeline over here, I'm going to tell you where to put it now, but when you listen to your clip, I want you to put one right into this spot here and watch.
Just moving. They're constantly moving. They're always on the go.
So before they're always on the go, we're going to go ahead and drag our playhead here and put in one more marker, okay? Do that first before you start adding the B-roll, because the next clip we're going to go ahead and grab is bloomies, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and hit Option X to clear that B-roll, those in and outs. And I want to set an in point at the beginning here. I'm going to scrub through to where, let's see, where she spins out, right there where she spins out and shows her bloomies, okay? Watch out. Oops, I hit the O instead of the I, so let me undo, and now I hit O. So now I got an in to out, all right? I'm going to go ahead and I did have V1 targeted. Now I'm going to target V2, and I'm just going to go ahead and click the override button. And now it launches it in. Now you'll notice the clip goes a little bit long, okay? I'm going to scale it back to that keyframe I just added. So there's our first clip, all right? As we watch it, he says,
You see a couple just moving. They're constantly moving.
So they're always on the go. Now at this point we're going to go ahead and click to another clip. The first one definitely showed people constantly moving. The next thing he says is what?
They're always on the go. They go around in a circle, mostly clockwise, sometimes reverse.
Okay, so the next clip is going to go from here.
They're always on the go. They go around in a circle.
So around in circle all the way to this point right here, okay? So let's go and find Johnny and Carrie for this clip, and we want to have that shot of them towards the beginning where they're really going around in circles, right there, okay? And I kind of wanted to have that towards the end part of what they're saying. So I'm going to make that my out point, and I'm going to go ahead and hit an in point at the very beginning. And this time I'm just going to drag that clip down and see where it goes. Okay. Since I want the round and round really at the beginning, I'm going to scale this back so that the round and round is for sure towards the end of the marker. See it line up there? And now I'm going to scale it over to the right. So now as he talks, let's see if we see them going round and round.
They're always on the go. They go around in a circle.
Okay. Now when we get here, we're going to get this other clip, and it's going to be, let's hear what it says.
Mostly clockwise, sometimes reverse. There's a lot of stops.
Okay, this is the stops clip that we're going to use. We already did this once, so what I'm going to do here is leave my playhead on the word stop, because that clip is going to fill up from here back to the previous, or to the tail end of Johnny and Carrie. Let's go find, I believe it is, let's see, round and round? Yes. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead, and it looks like from the last time I used it, there was a marker left on the clip from where I did that. There's the stop. Okay, I'll go ahead and clear that though, just so I can show you how I did it again. And I'll clear the in and outs too. And I'm going to watch that footage and notice where he stops. Okay, and stop right there as he comes down. I can use my arrow keys to get right to it. And I'm going to go ahead and hit a M for that point. I'm going to set an O on one side of it and an I on the other side of it. And I'm going to drag it down. And I'm going to match that line up right there with my marker. Okay? And there it is. Alright? Now I'll drag this end all the way out. And now, as we watch it,
clockwise, sometimes reverse. There's a lot of stops, a lot of spin.
Okay? Now, where he says spins, and we can keep it all the way out here, but about halfway through that, but we want to see boogie woogie when he says boogie woogie.
A lot of boogie woogie steps.
Okay, so who is our boogie woogie? Let's go find a boogie woogie, and that is Jeremy Solo. So I'll double click Jeremy Solo, and this, ladies and gentlemen, is boogie woogie in its finest. So I want to find that part right in the middle, hit a marker on that so I know where that boogie woogie really is, and I'll hit an I on the other side of it, and let's drag it down and try and match that up. Looks like I left a little too much on the tail end, so I'll slide it over, and here we go. Okay, I can use another tool called the roll tool if I want to slide this over a little bit. And now you've got it so that you've got him saying boogie woogie as it's going along. Let's go ahead and watch that.
A lot of spins, a lot of boogie woogie
There's
steps.
Your boogie woogies.
You
can even extend that out just a little bit longer. And now at this part we're going to go ahead and watch Rob all the way through to the next marker, which is all the way down over here, where we're just going to end the dialogue with this one long shot of overhead. And here you can just grab down what you have and stretch it out so it hits the marker and stretches the rest of the way. Okay? And that essentially is all of the clips we're going to use for the portion on Rob's dialogue. Go ahead and set those up now.